Tonight at 5:30, a new poll is out today on the candidates hoping to be the next U.S. Senator from California.
The Emerson College Inside California Politics poll highlights two candidates who are clearly gaining momentum now. Crown Force Catherine Heenan is in the newsroom. She's breaking it all down for us. Catherine.
Yeah, well, during his East Bay campaign stop today, candidate Steve Garvey said it is time for a new voice in the U.S. Senate, maybe even a Republican voice. His team considers the results of that new poll encouraging. Democrat Adam Schiff.
Thank you, everybody.
And Republican Steve Garvey. You are looking at the frontrunners in the race for California's open Senate seat. The latest poll gives Adam Schiff 25%, Steve Garvey 18%, with Katie Porter and Barbara Lee struggling to keep up. Porter with 13%, Lee 8%. At an appearance with Jewish community leaders in Pleasanton today, reporters reminded Steve Garvey California has not sent a Republican to the Senate since 1988. But poll results seem to indicate he has a real shot at being one of two top vote getters in the primary.
I think in politics you can say that anyone who can get above double digits has some kind of a shot. The question is, how realistic is it going to be? Now, what's playing in his favor is that no one really knows who he is. They know he was a baseball star. He kind of has a little Schwarzenegger, role because of that. Even if Garvey were to finish first or a close second, the fact that the Democrats would be banding together, the fact that it would be an election with Donald Trump probably on the ballot in California makes it very tough for any Republican to win statewide.
Political analyst Michael Yockey suspects Adam Schiff would much rather take on a Republican in the general election than a fellow Democrat. And he expects that Katie Porter and Barbara Lee will now work harder to take Garvey down. Another big factor, the poll also shows that nearly a quarter of likely voters say they are still undecided. Meantime, Garvey is hoping that his focus issues, including crime and immigration, resonate with Californians. Today, he was asked what he would do about homelessness.
I want to ask him where the money went. I want to be able to say, where's the audit on this money? With $22 billion, where are the programs that are taking these people off the streets, bringing humanity back to them?
Garvey does not bring a lot of baggage to the table, but he is sometimes criticized for not offering really detailed solutions on how he would tackle problems. Pressed on homelessness today, he said that he would study some of the programs around the country which actually seem to be working, including the Alpha Project in San Diego and the Dream Center in Los Angeles. Grant and Noel?